If you're an INFJ stuck in a job that drains you, I need you to hear this. You're not the problem. The career is.
I spent years forcing myself into roles that looked good on paper and felt like slow death in real life.
Everything changed when I stopped chasing normal jobs and found work that actually fits the INFJ brain.
Therapist and counselor are not your only options. There are careers built for intuition, empathy, and vision. Most INFJs have never even heard of them. And the job you think you're not qualified for, you might already be wired for it better than anyone in the room.
Give me 20 minutes, I'll show you the careers that fit your psychology, your values, and your future.
You're not stuck. These INFJ careers actually fit your unique brain and allow you to thrive. I can still remember the sinking feeling I had every Monday morning. I'd sit in my car outside a job that should have been fine on paper, yet I felt completely out of place. I'd wonder, why does this feel so wrong? Is there something wrong with me for not fitting in? If you're an INFJ, you might know exactly what I mean. We crave meaning in our work, feel others' emotions deeply, and see patterns and possibilities where others don't. And day after day, I felt like a square peg in a round hole. The truth is, I wasn't broken or lazy. My INFJ brain was just in the wrong environment. I eventually learned that INFJs are extremely rare, only about 1 to 2% of people. This means a lot of standard career advice and paths aren't designed with us in mind. No wonder I felt so misunderstood. Like many INFJs, I didn't just want any job. I needed a vocation that resonated with my core values and made a meaningful impact. Punching the clock for a paycheck was crushing my spirit. Each day, my strategic mind dreamed up better ways the company could do things. My empathetic side worried about how our work affected people. My creative streak itched to build something that actually mattered. And each day, I had to tuck those parts of myself away just to get by. It turns out INFJs thrive when our work aligns with our ideals and uses our unique strengths. These include deep empathy, big picture intuition, creativity, and a drive for positive change. When those qualities are ignored or stifled, we feel utterly stuck. I was wasting my life in that role. It took a breaking point, one soul-numbing week at work, for me to realize I couldn't go on like this. I remember coming home, collapsing on the couch and thinking, there has to be something out there that fits me. That doesn't make me feel at odds with myself every day. That low moment kicked off a journey of self-discovery and career exploration. I gave myself permission to stop chasing the careers I thought I should. Instead, find what would actually fit the way my INFJ mind works. I dove into research, talked to mentors, and experimented with new paths. Slowly, an exciting idea emerged. I wasn't stuck at all. I simply hadn't found the right path yet. There are careers out there that align beautifully with INFJ strengths and values. Platforms like CareerFitter and Truity offer assessments to help individuals find suitable career paths. CareerFitter, with over 25 years of experience, uses a dual assessment approach combining work personality with aptitude and aversion analysis. Their proprietary fit score involves over 100,000 calculations to compare an individual's strengths with the required strengths of over 1,000 careers. Truity also provides personality assessments and career tests to help individuals find suitable career paths, emphasizing alignment. Both platforms highlight the importance of aligning one's personality and strengths with their career for greater job satisfaction. I want to share those with you, because if you felt anything like I did, you deserve to know you're not alone. You are not doomed to misery at work. A fulfilling career awaits your unique INFJ talents. UX/UI design, empathy in action. I'll never forget when I first learned what a user experience designer actually does. A friend in UX/UI design described her work, using empathy and research to make apps and websites easier for people to use. It was like a light bulb went off. This job required understanding people's needs and feelings, channeling that into creative solutions. I pictured myself interviewing users, sensing their frustrations, and designing something that quietly makes their day better. INFJs are naturally attuned to human emotions and motivations, often picking up on what someone needs before they voice it. In UX design, that ability becomes a superpower. My habit of anticipating needs could be invaluable in designing human-centered interfaces. What I love about UX/UI design is how it blends creativity with systems thinking. It's crafting an entire journey for the user. My INFJ intuition loves that big-picture perspective, spotting patterns in user behavior and foreseeing how a small design tweak might improve the whole experience. Career experts note that roles like user experience designer play to INFJ's strengths in seeing patterns and understanding human behavior. We connect design details to feelings. Knowing a color or wording might comfort anxious users, or a confusing layout could frustrate them. UX design involves advocating for the user's well-being, aligning with our INFJ value system. In my old job, I worried our work didn't help anyone. In UX, helping people is the whole point. Few things are more satisfying than reshaping something convoluted into an elegant, intuitive experience that helps thousands of users. It's empathy in action, and for me, discovering UX/UI design felt like finally finding a use for a language I'd been speaking all my life.
HR and organizational strategy, focusing on people-centered systems, offers a surprisingly compatible niche for INFJs in the corporate world. While HR often conjures images of paperwork, its strategic, human-centric side aligns perfectly with the INFJ personality. INFJs are known for empathy, understanding human motivations, and fostering growth. These traits are invaluable in organizational strategy, allowing INFJs to improve workplaces by making them more supportive, ethical, and true to their values. This isn't about processing forms. It's about crafting company culture, building stronger teams, and developing individuals meaningfully. Revamping a mentorship program involves actively listening to employees' hopes, grievances, and sensing underlying morale issues. INFJs excel at reading between the lines, noticing unspoken tensions, crucial for creating a valued work environment. It's fulfilling to use empathy at work, ensuring no one falls through the cracks. INFJs are big-picture thinkers, identifying patterns in team dynamics and anticipating policy ripple effects. This systems-level thinking is a huge asset in organizational strategy, boosting collaboration across departments. This holistic, purpose-driven problem-solving resonates deeply with the INFJ mind. CareerFitter.com validates that INFJ's understanding of people and desire for harmony suit them for HR roles focused on positive, values-driven workplaces. This confirms that qualities sometimes perceived as soft are actually significant strengths in this field. HR isn't always easy. Handling conflict or witnessing a company's ugly side can be challenging for INFJs. However, our idealism can drive change. An INFJ ensures ethical options are championed, weighing employee impact. InsightGlobal.com supports that INFJs thrive in roles where ethics and values guide decisions, fundamental to effective HR. This career path allows INFJs to integrate their compassion, integrity, and vision, bringing their whole selves to the table. When employees feel heard and supported, an INFJ knows they are on the right path, making a profound difference.
Creative direction and branding is all about visionary storytelling, crafting narratives that resonate deeply with an audience. Have you ever experienced an ad or a brand story that gave you goosebumps because it felt incredibly true and authentic? Those powerful moments where a brand's message truly connects are what many dream of creating, and it's a field where INFJs can truly shine. Initially, marketing and branding might seem like just selling things, but a creative director friend revealed its deeper purpose. She described her role as the vision keeper for a brand, ensuring every design and message aligns with its core story and values. This resonated deeply, as INFJs are natural visionaries who imagine possibilities and value authenticity above all else. Branding offers a unique opportunity to blend creativity with idealism, crafting narratives and visuals that inspire rather than manipulate. INFJs often excel in marketing or art direction, especially when the cause aligns with their personal beliefs and values. CareerFitter.com highlights that INFJ's creative and visionary nature makes them ideal for roles like art director, where they can create powerful, value-driven visuals. My first-hand experience with rebranding a small nonprofit was exhilarating, allowing me to ask profound questions. Questions like, what change do we want to see in the world, and how can this brand contribute to it, became central to the process. This is INFJ Heaven, connecting a mission to visuals and words, ensuring everything created carries genuine meaning. My empathy allowed me to tune into the audience's emotions, constantly asking, how will people truly feel when they see this? My intuition helped me sense which ideas held true resonance, guiding the creative direction effectively. On one eco-friendly brand project, initial ideas felt hollow until I wrote a heartfelt narrative from a future grandchild's perspective. This story-driven concept, though pitched nervously, brought tears and lit up eyes, becoming one of our most successful campaigns. It proved that INFJs are powerful storytellers when they tap into what they genuinely care about. This path allowed me to leverage the strategic creativity INFJs are known for, blending imagination with a clear purpose. It wasn't just superficial artistry, it was creativity with a profound why, driven by authenticity and ethical messaging. This commitment to values made me genuinely proud of the work, a feeling often shared by INFJs in marketing roles. CareerFitter.com confirms that INFJs thrive when driving campaigns that align with their core values. When branding work is meaningful, focusing on sustainability, education, or kindness, it transcends mere marketing. It transforms into impactful art, creating a career sweet spot that many INFJs might not realize exists until they experience it. As technology races forward, I often worry, who's thinking about how all these new apps and AI systems affect actual people? That question led me to a cutting-edge field INFJs are practically made for, ethical tech and AI consulting. I stumbled on this path when a colleague mentioned her job as an AI ethics consultant. The more she explained, the more a light bulb went on. This role is about making sure technology serves people, not harms them, exactly the kind of big picture, values-driven mission INFJs thrive on. We have strong ethical compasses and forward-thinking intuition, so we're often the ones asking, but is this right and what happens long-term, when others focus on the shiny new tech? In my case, I started small by volunteering on an ethics panel for a tech project. I discovered my INFJ perspective was incredibly valuable. The engineers talked algorithms and the business folks talked profits, but I kept bringing it back to the human element. How will this AI affect real people's privacy, dignity, and communities? As INFJs, we naturally consider how systems impact individuals. We see interconnected patterns and care deeply about fairness. So in an AI ethics meeting, I'm often the one envisioning how a small design choice could lead to bias or exclusion down the line. Then I use my empathy and communication to advocate for safeguards that honor people's well-being. For once, my tendency to overthink worst-case scenarios became a strength. I would imagine the feature that might be misused or the users who could be left behind, and I'd voice that concern. It's both intellectually challenging and deeply rewarding to play this role. This field is still emerging, but I'm not the only INFJ here. Our reputation as trustworthy, ethical leaders fits perfectly. Organizations bring in people like us not just for tech savvy, but as ethics experts with a human touch. Whether it's AI, data privacy, or tech for social good, this path lets INFJs blend our favorite strengths: strategic foresight, empathy, and values. If you've been worrying about the moral dilemmas of modern tech, there's actually a career in voicing those concerns. In these discussions, I often feel like the advocate for everyday people who aren't in the room. And when we manage to steer a project onto a more humane path, it feels like we've truly made a difference. Content strategy and storytelling, giving voice to values. All those years I spent journaling and writing stories, I never imagined it could turn into a real job. But content strategy and storytelling was a career hiding in plain sight for me. If people have told you you're a good writer, or if you get moved by inspiring articles, this might be your path too. INFJs often have a talent for language, even if we're shy about sharing it at first, as noted by verywellmind.com. In my case, I'd pour my thoughts into emails or project docs until one day a manager said, "You have a knack for distilling complex ideas with heart. Have you considered focusing on that?" That offhand comment led me to explore content strategy, and it felt like uncovering a hidden part of myself. Content strategy is all about planning and creating content, like blogs and videos, to serve a bigger vision. As an INFJ, I was drawn to using content to help or inspire people rather than just sell to them. For example, instead of churning out clickbait, I wrote a series of articles for my company that truly addressed our customers' challenges, basically empowering them with knowledge. It felt more like mentoring through writing than marketing, which was perfect for me. One INFJ superpower is finding original solutions to complex problems in content work that translates into telling stories or explaining things in a way that genuinely connects with people. I found myself naturally empathizing with the reader, picturing someone reading our blog and sensing what they felt and needed. That empathy helped me create content that really struck a chord, and the feedback was incredible. People said our content spoke to them or made them feel understood. That was deeply fulfilling. I was making the kind of impact I always dreamed of, giving someone that you're not alone feeling through words. INFJs also love to plan. We are J-types after all. Content strategy let me flex that muscle by shaping a content calendar with real purpose. I wasn't just throwing posts out there. I was crafting a narrative arc that could truly move hearts and minds. And because INFJs have such a high sense of responsibility, I poured myself into making each piece as perfect as possible. Cue the INFJ perfectionism in finding the exact right phrasing. This field also gave me the chance to work on causes I care deeply about. When the content aligns with my values, it sparks that INFJ magic, head and heart working in unison. If writing or messaging is your passion, INFJs can be exceptional in these roles. Our mix of intuition and empathy helps us communicate complex ideas in a human, relatable way. Our desire to uplift others can turn content into more than marketing. It becomes a form of advocacy and connection. When you don't fit any mold, sometimes you have to create your own. I used to scoff at being an entrepreneur. I pictured aggressive startup sharks, not an INFJ like me. But someone once asked, what if entrepreneurship for an INFJ means building something small, intentional, and deeply aligned with your values? That question stuck with me. Over time, as I gained experience and courage, I felt a quiet nudge to start my own values-driven venture. For INFJs, entrepreneurship isn't about hustle or ego. It's the freedom to create a work environment and mission aligned with our ideals. Suddenly, all the parts of myself I used to hide at work were not just welcome, they were needed every day. My empathy helped me connect with clients and understand the impact they wanted. My intuition helped me spot opportunities and steer the business true to my vision. My values became the foundation of every decision, from choosing clients to designing services. I learned that INFJ entrepreneurs do things differently. We're not grow at all costs people. We'd rather grow right than fast. We define success on our own terms, prioritizing well-being over profit or valuing positive feedback as much as numbers. I was relieved to find a community of purpose-driven entrepreneurs, many INFJs among them. We are incredibly dedicated when we care, giving 110% if we believe in something. That dedication, plus our creativity and people skills, can make us great leaders. Studies suggest INFJ's visionary thinking and intuition help us anticipate needs and innovate uniquely, often seeing opportunities others miss. None of this is easy. There were nights of doubt, headache-inducing spreadsheets, and constant imposter syndrome. But every time I completed a project aligned with my values, or got a heartfelt thank you, it proved this path was worth it. Starting my own thing let me build the haven I'd always searched for, A workplace where empathy, integrity, and creativity are the whole point. If you've been let down by every job so far, maybe you're meant to create the kind of workplace you would thrive in. It doesn't have to be huge or perfect. It just has to be yours.
You're not stuck. Finding your path as an INFJ. By now you've seen a common thread. These careers don't ask me to check my heart at the door or pretend to be someone I'm not. Each path actually works because of classic INFJ traits, not in spite of them. That realization brought me so much relief. I no longer wake up with dread. Instead, I feel a quiet sense of purpose. I know my work, whether it's designing a Kinder app or crafting a story for a mission I love, is finally aligned with who I am. If you take one thing from my journey, let it be this: you're not stuck, and there is nothing wrong with your unique INFJ brain. The world may not automatically hand you the perfect job, but with some exploration and courage, you can find a career that truly fits. Remember, INFJs excel when we mix our creativity with our desire to make meaningful change. That's the secret sauce. Whether it's design, strategy, storytelling, tech, or entrepreneurship, seek out those ingredients and you'll be amazed at what opens up. For me, the journey was full of twists, and yours will be unique as well. Maybe one of the paths I described lit you up inside, or maybe it sparked a completely different idea. Follow that curiosity. And above all, trust that inner voice telling you you're meant for more than a soul-sucking job. Because it's right. Before we wrap up, here are a couple of next steps for you. Take an INFJ-tailored career clarity quiz. It's a free quiz designed specifically for INFJs to pinpoint careers aligned with your values and strengths. It might reveal options you hadn't considered and give you a personalized starting point. Watch the next video in the series. We're just scratching the surface here. In the next video, I'll dive into practical strategies for actually making a career change as an INFJ and pitfalls to avoid. If this video resonated, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thank you for listening to my story. Seeing it come full circle, from feeling lost to finally doing work that fits my brain and feeds my soul, I can tell you it's absolutely worth the journey. You're not stuck, my fellow INFJ. You're just getting started on a path that makes sense for you. And I can't wait to see where you go from here.